Hey guys, welcome to another Dr. Jesus show. I'm your host. You know I promote positive thinking and life-lasting relationships. It's about you putting the work in and keeping the relationship fresh. Today, I'm doing a video response to an article that was written on M&I Live by Jeevan Robinson. This article has stirred up a bit of a stir in a small island in beautiful island of Montserrat, where allegedly there was a rape that was taking place by a young lady, and they arrested 4 individuals, and investigating is still going on. The community, being a small community, has this, because of this rape, surfaces a lot of questions in how it's been taking place. And I've brought 2 lovely ladies here to do an open for panel little discussion. Good evening. And open panel discussion about how is it, and do we think that the community has an impact to play in more cases that have not come forward. So I just want to know, what is your opinion on and have you've read the article, I guess?
Yeah, we have.
So what is your take on rape in community? How do you think that the community has a part to play in people not coming forward?
Yeah, they do. If you look at it from a victim's point of view, you will see that once you're the victim, it's going to be publicized, it's going to be out in public, everyone's going to know about it, everyone's going to be talking about it. So he leaves you in a position, or puts you in a hole, really. You don't want to go through this, but you have to if you want to make the person pay for it. So that kills your self-esteem as well as your confidence during that process as well. So
do you think that being a small island, or does have something to say? Somewhere, being in the UK, because we live in London. London is a bigger place. I think that there are many people that don't come forward too, and it's happened to people in London as well. So do you think the size of the country does have something to say about it?
Yeah, it does. Because in a small island, I would say it does, because in a small island everyone knows everybody. And up here in UK,
so
people read about it in the newspaper and stuff, and it wouldn't really affect you that much.
In the UK, the people still not coming forward. What do you think?
I think, me personally, I don't think it's a difference of
size of the country.
Yeah, size of the country. Rape happens everywhere in the world, and I think for the victims, in my point of view, I just feel that if the community will be more supportive. I was reading that word, but yeah, being more supportive and allow younger people to express themselves
freely.
Yeah. Whereas most elderly people, I mean not elderly people, but older people, adults, don't really show that sort of support towards teenagers and stuff. They just think one thing of children are just like, they're always going to be children.
What about the media? What about the media in the whole? Do you think the media have, can put a spin on it? Do you think whether it be the web, internet, or whether it be reporters or whatever it is, do you think the media have a negative impact on how can, what do you think? Because sometimes when people read a story in the paper, they present questions, or they might present something for you as a reader, and when you read it, there's no finish to it, and it's just there's no help or follow this link afterwards to if you've got a problem.
Well, when you say that, you have to really think about it, because some programs on the television, when they show certain episodes that relate to certain things, they have a helpline that you can ring if you know someone who's suffering from that or experience that. So some programs do, but some don't. In the media itself, like newspapers, magazines, whatever, they never give you the full story. They never give you the correct version of it. Exactly. There's always a spin. It's like a web. So it just keeps going on and on and on and on. There's never really an actual fact.
My case is that with a victim, and I say if anybody out there that's a victim of allegedly being a rape victim and have not come forward, or is it be a victim of sexual abuse or underage sexual abuse or whatever it is, find the confidence in the friend and talk about it, and be encouraged that you're not the person that is a victim. You're just a victim of change. You can make that stand and make a difference. And from there, you can touch somebody's life that somebody else would want to make a difference to if they're going through the same thing. I think at the end of the day, I believe that if you're in a circumstance, because I have friends and I've spoken to a few young women and not young boys, because I know men do the same, go for the same thing, and the embarrassment of, especially your sexual orientation. If a guy did it to a guy and you're not gay.
Oh. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it kind of puts you in a position where you don't want to talk about it because I'm not that I'm not that way inclined. I say the first thing they need to do is to come get out there and talk about it and let somebody else know that you're not the victim. You could be the victim of change. Use the opportunity.
That person who's been through that should be a voice for other people to come out and say whatever they have to say.
It's very important that your voice is heard. And that way, somebody else will get confident enough. The spin on it in the Caribbean is that people are giving money to the parents to shut them up. What do you think of that?
Well, boy,
but that's the situation.
It happens. But I mean, if I was a parent and my child's been molested or raped or whatever the case may be, not amount of money could save my child's dignity or bring my child's virginity back. If she was a virgin or whatever the case was, her innocence has been taken. The fact that the person done it in such a cruel way, luring or whatever, however the person done it, not amount of money can fix that. That child's going to be emotionally and mentally scarred for the rest of her life.
But what about the parents that actually take the money because their situation is
cruelty? You're not thinking about your child's well-being or your child's lifestyle or whatever is going to happen.
You're saying that's selfish?
That's being selfish.
I mean, at the end of the day, it actually goes like how she's saying as well. But then at the end of the day, this parent is probably trying to make it better for her and her child's life.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's what she's probably thinking about. The short-term gain, isn't it?
Yeah,
thinking about the long term.
At the same time, it's just like, okay, well, this has happened to my daughter, but then still we're going to be in this situation if